A teenager remembered for his contributions days after he fell to his death from an Ohio hiking trail. He was only 15. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm John Fordney.
And I'm Jeff Hogan. Jake Walls fell about 50 feet after venturing off the trails in Hocking Hills. He later died at Nationwide Children's Hospital. Today, 10 TV News reporter Glenn McIntyre spoke with friends and church members about the young man they call a Christian leader.
It's a somber Sunday at the Reynoldsburg Church of the Nazarene, the congregation mourning the loss of one of its brightest young stars.
Everything Brian was like, he was his own special light.
Angela Dillon and Mackenzie Darst came to know Jake Walls through their church's student ministry.
He always has a solution. He always point you in the right direction, say that God was there, remind you that you're never alone.
He was that Christian leader that he was able to set an example as a teenager, which is very uncommon for children our age.
Mackenzie says Jake played an important role in the evolution of her faith.
Up until just this past week, I attended church, but I wasn't exactly sure that Jesus Christ was ever paying attention or even listening or even existed. But Jake was the one that showed me that Jesus Christ, he set the example that I needed.
Both girls spent the last week with Jake at church camp.
He was having so much fun. I mean, Thursday night he even said that he felt that God had a purpose for him and that God was going to use him. He didn't know how soon or when, but he did.
The next day, Jake was hiking with fellow campers in the Hocking Hills. Officials say he went off the trail near Old Man's Cave and lost his footing, falling 50 feet to his death.
He'd be very proud of you.
His friends say Jake is the one they'd turn to at such a time of sadness and grief. With him gone, they turn to each other and their faith.
Because of the life that Jake lived, and as strong as his faith was, we remind them that he is in the hands of Jesus.
There's comfort that Jake's with God now and that we'll see him again. It still hurts a lot, though, because we didn't just lose some guy. We lost our brother.
Glenn McIntyre, 10 TV News.
At the start of school, Walls would have been a sophomore at Reynoldsburg High School. His death is the fourth at Hocking Hills since 2001.